It seems to be working again. Alright. Everyone, a lot of people have been telling me that Honda and Acura are fast. I personally disagree. I think they're really slow. Four-cylinder engines. But that's just me. I know my opinions don't speak for everybody. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I gotta say, the Acura here that I'm using, it doesn't perform too bad for a lower end car. And that's the thing, is it's placed lower on the scale for a specific reason. But let's just look at this thing stock and let's see if we can actually win races with this vehicle just pure stock. Let's try our hardest. Again, it is what it is. Let's see what racing difficulty I'm on. Yeah, it gives you a certain vibe. It's funny because of how yeah, okay, look at this, guys. I play this game on hard difficulty, so that's how you guys know I'm a trooper. I'm not afraid to verify that. All right, so we're gonna do this circuit race. This is my go-to race of all time. It's one of my favorite races in the game. We're gonna have to go to a lower vehicle level. The 220s, because honestly there's no way in hell I'm competing with a Pagani. There's no way in hell I'm competing with a Lamborghini. There's no way in hell I'm competing with a Ferrari or a Ford GT or all the other supercars, Aston Martins, the McLarens. So no way this little Acura can do that. However, what it can do is compete with cars similar in its class. So exactly what we are going to do. It looks like there's a couple of these things out there in this race. There's one right, there's a green one. Yeah. And then there's that one. Right, there's two of them in front of me. This one here looks like my car, and then the one right there in 9th place and 11th. Look like the same car I'm using. In my opinion. I think they're Acuras, so. Dude, this thing is so slow. I'm pushing it too. Like I'm pushing this thing to its limits here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit nitrous. I never use nitrous. Yeah. Yep. The best Rockstar thing ever since Manhunt. Or wait, no, it's the other way. At 95 miles an hour in real life, it's not slow, it's very fast considering the speed limit in mind. But in terms of, oh, Sully? There's another Sully besides me? Awesome. I just passed him. Silvers. Oh, I took number 9th place. That's what I go by. My name's Solomon. Solamon. But I just go by Sully. It makes it a lot easier. I'm good. I like my current YouTube profile. I'm a big Resident Evil 4 Hunk fan. Personally, my favorite character in all of Resident Evil is Hunk. It's weird because he's a side character. A lot of people don't get that. Everyone sort of expects to hear, oh, Leon and oh, Chris, oh, Jill, Claire. Aw, man. Hunk's my favorite character. I'm built like Mr. X. Lady Dimitrescu. Yep. I finished in 9th place. So guys, for comparison, let's find a car that's in equal standards with this thing. This vehicle ranks 110, I believe. Is this vehicle rank? Let's just take a peeky. Let's double check that really quickly. There's not even 110. It's 106. That is pathetic. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna go ahead and modify this car a little bit. So the goal of this is to see what all you have to do to make this thing good. Then when I'm done, I'm selling all my modified parts and making this thing stock again because I don't really like this car. But for comparison, we're going to get a BMW, which is my preferred brand of car. Now, in real life, these two car brands compete in price points. So Volkswagen is like the Honda of BMW, and Honda is like the Honda of Acura. Or rather, Acura is like the BMW of Volkswagen. So if you want to compare it like that, because I think Japanese and European cars are quite comparable. Obviously, European cars desire more performance, whereas Jap cars desire more efficiency on fuel. As a lot of them take 4-cylinder engines. With there being a couple 6-cylinders, I think the Odyssey has a 6-cylinder in it. Okay, so we're going to buy a BMW that's in similar price point. So, we're just going to find the lowest end BMW, honestly. Did I already pass it? I think I already did. Yeah, there's a BMW right here. M3. I think there's one here. Yeah, but here's the thing. This is a 1988 BMW M3. This Acura. So we're going to compare it by year, not so much by price point. And not in-game price points. Yeah. It's a tough one. I'd pick the classic Doom. Okay, so Slayer wants to join the thing. I'm gonna invite him real quick. But yeah, I hear you. That would be interesting. Minecraft after a Thanos snap. Be able to rebuild everything. Be a pain in the dick, but you'd be able to do it.
Doing.
What's up, man? Welcome to my stream.
Oh God, you're streaming, so good thing I didn't say that. No, I didn't say the other thing I was going to say. Good. Oh man.
Alright, boys. So I'm gonna look up the price point on this really quickly in real life to see what the actual price of this Acura is. So it's a 2004 Acura RSX, and it's in blue, just like in the video game. Lol. It takes a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine. Now the horsepower, get this boys. Acura's super performance, the horsepower is only 160 to a 200 horsepower.
Damn.
That's a shame. But this is the S, the Type S. So I had to base it off of that. So it has the dual overhead cams, 2.0 liter engine, so 4-cylinder.
Let's see. Do I want to play the Hunter?
It produces 100 horsepower per liter, so 200 horsepower, 750 or 700
I'm gonna play the Hunter.
or 7,400 RPM. My bad. Okay, so the price point for this thing, like, what are we looking at in terms of price? MSRP. Let's see. This is the S-Type Sports Coupe 2-door. This is like this car exactly, in this exact color. Mileage 142,000 miles. The price range for this car is $8,000. I wouldn't pay 2 squirts of rat piss for this thing.
$2,000.
No.
God damn, I paid $1,500 for my fucking beat up piece of shit truck.
This is $8,000.
Oh, I thought.
No, this is $8,000. So the thing is, I'm sorry, Acura guys, but this car only does 200 horsepower. Alright, so, to be fair, we are going to grab the 2006, it's closer in year, BMW M3. I know it's a very unfair comparison, but you can't tell me about fair because, well, in terms of price points, this is fair because in real life a 2003 or 2006 M3, well, would probably go for around $12,000, but I guarantee you if you find the same Acura with less miles on it, like much less miles on it, it'd be an almost equal price. Even though the car has a much lesser powered engine, like a much shittier engine. Look at this Beamer go. Look at this thing. This thing is stock. It's already going like 80 miles an hour and I'm not even trying. I'm not even doing anything crazy. That Acura, it struggled to reach 80 miles an hour. Now, granted, that's because it has a 4-cylinder engine. At the same time, I always hear people say, oh, well, 4 cylinders with a turbo. 4 cylinders with a turbo don't mean much, man. It's still, it can be quick, but not fast. It can get to 0 to 60 fast, but it can't maintain it for very long. That's just my brutal opinion.
You know what's funny? Sitting there on it. You know what's really fucking funny? When you're driving a stick shift and you gotta go up a fucking hill. That shit ain't fun. Yeah, like there was one time I was driving with my mom in my Ford, and I was on a hill and I stopped and I released the brake to take off and I just revved up the fucking engine so I could release the clutch. It kind of went like that. Automatics, that's the one thing I like about automatics is that when you're on a hill, you just gotta press the gas. Stick shifts, you gotta fucking... If you gotta fucking...
Alright, so already we're in 9th place, and I'm not even doing anything.
Big Cal Homie, are you asking... What are you asking, Big Cal Homie? Yeah, I played Need for Speed, but no, in real life, Big Cal Homie, I have a truck with a stick shift in it. So, yeah. Do I play the game? Yes.
Yeah, he plays with me on Need for Speed. Not as much as we used to. We just sort of walked away from it a bit. But no, man, seriously, the truth is, I love Need for Speed Heat. He loves Need for Speed Heat. I can't really speak for him, but I know that he likes the game regardless because of the Ford GT. Let's just be honest here. That's the car of the day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to whip out the GT on you. I punished Astro, man. He would not win a race for the long... Remember how frustrated he'd get because I had my Ford GT the entire time?
Shit, dude. Yeah, I remember that when I'd do races with you and you had your Ford GT and I had that shitty fucking Nissan.
It's crazy man. Calling a Nissan shit, but the car you're saying is great as a Ford. A lot of the JDM community would get really pissed. I find that to be funny. I mean, here's the reality, man. Oh, Slayer, on Thursday I'm going to get my brake pads. Well, I'm taking it to the BMW store to have it looked at. But also, I'm getting my oil changed soon. I don't know if it's going to be all in one day or not. But
gosh. Yes.
In DMZ?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm playing the Hunter. Oh man. No, but actually, so this morning I did some driving with my mom. So instead of my truck, we used her Explorer because there's a bunch of trash in my truck, like garbage and stuff, like boxes and shit. And my mom said, well, we're not gonna take your truck because I gotta take it to the dump. So drove my mom's Explorer. She actually said, you did pretty well for not having driven in a while, in a hot minute.
That's good. So you like the Ford Explorer?
Yes. Not
Nice.
that Explorer particularly because, you know, they have a lot of issues. But hey, I also don't mind driving my Ranger. It's just,
You know,
just with me, I gotta get down.
You should consider getting a 90s Ford Explorer.
What, like for me, like I get myself a 90s Explorer?
Yeah, you might look into it. If you like the 90s trucks, the 90s Explorers are actually kind of dope.
Yeah, well, see what I really want, the vehicle I personally want is I want either an F250 or an F350 Power Stroke with 4-wheel drive. I don't want the dually trucks because you know those are a little too big.
So you just want the 4x4 F250 Super Duty with the Power Stroke engine or with the gas engine? I don't think you think it matters, but
no, I specifically want a diesel engine. Because they do have a bit more power in them as far as like, you know, like a little more.
Alright, so we're going to take this Acura. Oh, Slayer, I committed a sin. I bought an Acura.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
I'm doing it for videos. I'm doing it for an experiment. I want to see.
I'm gonna have to see your man card. I'm gonna have to see your man card, dude.
I don't have it. I don't have it on me right now, Chief.
You better fucking have it on you.
Oh, dude! I just seen this car. It's literally in my neighborhood. Somebody owns this exact Honda Civic Type R with the spoiler and everything. 2000. I don't think it's 2015. I think it's 2014. But his is yellow, and it has the Honda thing in red and whatever. Dude, literally, this is the ugliest car in all of existence.
dude. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I see Rangers everywhere where I live. Like,
I know, stranger. I'm a fucking Ford Ranger.
Yeah. And hey, guess what? YouTube. Hey, anyone watching the stream? I do actually, in real life, I own a Ranger. I actually did a video. I recorded my Ranger with that song. If you go to my channel, you'll see it.
I'm gonna do what every Honda fuck-ass does. I'm gonna put on all this bullshit gear on my Honda and not bother with the engine besides putting a turbo in it.
Oh, man.
Ugly.
Dude.
I hate this car, man.
Yeah. Bro. So, here's how you can tell a line hook from not a line hook.
Hold on a minute, Slayer. Let the man talk. He was trying to say something. Your opinions is just as important as ours, man. Like, don't feel like you're.
Where's that? Where's that?
Less important, man. You're the homie, bro. You're a big cow homie. We ought to just start a GoFundMe and try and get you a PS4.
Does Big Cow Homie play on PlayStation? I mean,
PC.
Not PlayStation. PC. Sorry, my fucking. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him playing on PC. I mean, shit.
I never said there was. I'm just saying, right? he likes us, man. He likes to play with us. He likes to chill with us. It's just he can't really. There's not a lot of games. The stuff he can do with us is very limited because of that. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my neighbor's Honda. That's fucking ugly, dude. I hate this car. In fact.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I want like not like a newer Ford Power Stroke. I'm talking like the ones from like like probably a 90, probably 8 or 97, or hell, even a 2003.
Let me see real quick. Okay, let me get my Acura out. Let me actually modify it. Let's see how much money you have to put into this to make it fast. Let's see
Probably
how much.
A lot of money.
It's gonna need. There's so much money.
There's deer. There's a fucking deer. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's playing a hunting game and he's very impatient. So when he actually gets things his way, he gets super excited. Hunter Call of the Wild. Alright, let's modify this thing. Let's make this an Andrew mobile. For those who don't know, Andrew is a person I once knew. Actually, he's not a person, he's a creature. We'll just be very clear on that, he's a creature. Damn, that's very brutal, but he's not lying. Okay, I prefer this stuff here. Okay, there we go. We'll do that splitter. We'll get a little splitter in there. Little 4-cylinder engine, dude. This ain't doing nothing, Chief.
Damn, I should have brought out that quad you can drive in the game. Did I hit something? Are
you still watching, Big Cal homie? You seen all this stuff I'm putting on this car? It's just body mods.
I don't know if I hit anything. Oh, I hope I did hit.
Yeah. It's so ugly.
There's no fucking blood stain. Where the...
Okay, alright. We gotta get rid of this fart can. This thing is a sin. This thing is heresy! You can't get rid of the fart can. I mean, you kinda can, but... we ain't touching the fart can.
Ah, son of a bitch. I didn't hit any fucking organs. Damn.
In this game? Sort of. There's a way you can... there's a way
There's literally more deer.
Okay, alright guys, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just put a little bit of money in it. I'm gonna put in a super crankshaft. I'm gonna put in a better ECU, because that matters. Engine coolant could be basic bitch shit. Exhaust. We gotta have the best that there is! I'm just playing. Okay, let me calm down before I destroy everyone's headphones. We'll just put on pro exhaust, who cares? I gotta have my little turbo in there, my little turbo charger. Yeah,
Did I hit something? Oh, I know I'm.
Okay,
the way he reacted, the way he just like went down into the. Oh, I hope he didn't go in the water, son of a bitch. I hope he.
We'll put a drift. No, we'll just put a. Zara Sports suspension, on-road suspension. Yeah, we'll just do that. That works out.
No, he wasn't
fine.
In the
tires.
Water. He was more like
drift tires. And Tokyo Drift. Just playing.
God damn.
We'll put on some better. We'll put on pro brakes. And for differentials, we'll just put on race differentials. All right, cool. So now we've touched the engine a bit. We've had some playful fondling with the engine here. Let's see if what we did makes this car good. Again, good. Let's see if we can actually win a race with this thing. I think our odds are significantly higher in competing with the top tier competition in the smaller races.
Damn.
But let's go to the races. Let's see if our Honda here, I mean Acura, the same thing, can actually compete with anything. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell you that the performance mods on like the suspension and tires really shows here. It doesn't feel like I'm steering a tractor anymore. It actually feels like I got a pretty decent vehicle here. Again, this race is pretty simple. I did not do a standard race, which I think this thing could have done slightly better performance, because remember, the only cars that are going to go fast in this oval are cars that are just generally fast, have better torque, better horsepower, lighter weight. This thing's heavy, slow, and dog shit. I mean, this thing, it's like, a cow is more aerodynamic than this car, so, I mean, let's just be honest here. I'm sorry, guys, I love shitting on Honda and Acura. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. We're fucked. Well, they're gone, boys. You know, it was nice, but, you know, somebody's got to be last, and that somebody's us, unfortunately, here. So we're just going to go ahead and just be done with it. Okay, so... No, seriously, let's see if there's an actual performance difference here while we're here. Because I did not mean to launch with 500 plus, 400 plus. I meant to launch with like the 200s. Which I think this thing is now like 140 or something like that. I'm noticing it's a bit stronger. I mean, the turbo really makes a difference. But, you know, the little turbo I put in there is about the equivalent of VTEC. Yeah, 147. It still, even with all these modifications, it is not able to compete with the basic shit. It is below. It is extremely underleveled. I mean, we just punched in like thousands and thousands, like a few $100,000 or $100,000 into this car, and it's still not even all the way there. I mean, in terms of like quality and speed. I think genuinely the thing that's going to get us having to swap the engine, we have to get that little 4-cylinder out. But then again, people tell me 4 cylinders are fast, 4 cylinders are this, they're that. Yeah, well, they're dog shit. So let's see what we can get out of a 4-cylinder here. Monica, and she's next to us in an old Honda Civic Type R, the 90s Civic Type R, which I think is ugly. Everyone seems to like say is their dream car, so we're gonna pass that, and we're gonna go into 9th place. Oh, it's close, it's close. Just let it happen. Let it happen. Thank you. Holy shit. Okay, so now we're going 130. Now it feels like a normal car. It doesn't feel like a slow piece of amphibian dog shit. It feels like a decent enough vehicle. Is this going to be the first race we actually win with this thing? Now, to say this is better than the BMW just because it's going faster than it is not fair, because this thing had modification after modification put into this thing. Damn, that was aggressive. That thing was stock, and we went into, like, what, 6th place or some shit like that? And we're not even in 6th place, and we have all these mods on our car. Okay, alright, we did some cheap bullshit. Now we're in 5th place. So, number 6 and number 5 are fighting each other, and because they're so focused on blocking one another and trying to pass, I slipped past both of them. Okay, that was a clever play to secure 5th place. However, 4th place looks relatively impossible, since those guys are easily going 170 miles an hour at least, or at least 150. 200 miles an hour is pretty quick. Oh my god. 5th place is just taken. I'm back in 6th. This is embarrassing. But I'm pushing this vehicle to its limits. This car does not perform that well. I'm afraid that we're going to have to put more money into it to make it... I don't really use nitrous, but I'll do it just there, just to All right, man. So 140 miles an hour. It's super slow. Yeah, but still, though, we haven't. If you're not first, you're last. But then, unless you're playing with your friends, 6th place. But okay, now in comparison,
first, you're last.
If you're not first, you're last. Yeah. So for comparison, guys, my other 100 cars. I'm gonna select another vehicle, and I wanted to show you guys just how adequate BMW. Okay, so this is a BMW with money put into it. Like this BMW, same BMW we used earlier, just with money put into it. Substantially a lot more money put into it. The same race, same car, with a lot of money put into this thing. I put a lot of money. And I mean that. I put a lot of money. You can ask Slayer how much money I put into the BMWs in this game. A lot of money. A lot of money. Are you still watching? Alright, watch how fast this car goes compared to everything else. BMW! Bavarian Motor Works, bitches!
Haha! I killed a fucking turkey!
I'm sorry, guys. I don't think Acura can perform in comparison to Beamer.
I killed a fucking
I'm sorry,
turkey.
Guys. Yes, this is a very valuable
turkey.
vehicle. Yes, this
That's
vehicle has a
funny.
lot of money
I
put
killed
into it. A
turkey.
lot of money. But is it fair to compare Beamer with Acura? I think the answer is no. BMW, Bavarian Motor Works, being the glorious bastards that they are, I love them. They did such a great job making good cars, and I think that Acura, unfortunately, it's just the Acuras in the game are the NSX, and the NSX is awesome, it's cool, it's whatever, but it's even the NSX is going to struggle against this BMW that's been built up. Got to remember though, this car is a lot cheaper to buy and build. Because remember, it is more expensive than that other Acura I was using, the RSX or whatever the fuck the car was called. This car is a lot more expensive, but remember, it has a lot of performance given to you right out of the package, right out of the box. It's right there. It's fast. Making it faster just makes it much better. So, again, great early investment. Is it possible to make a sleeper? Well, that car I just used right there is a sleeper. I mean, this is an entry-level BMW. Like, this is one of the cheapest BMWs in the game built up. The later BMWs, let's find out. So I have 103 cars. So remember, it's going to take a little while. So here's the Acura NSX. If I'm not mistaken, I put some engine work into it, but it's 150 miles, or not 150 miles per hour. Yeah, it's 250 vehicle level. But if we just quickly click into here, click into garage, performance, let's check. Yeah, no guys, this is all stock. All of this stuff here, this pro stuff you see here, is stock. Because I hit sell, can't sell equipped item. Which means that, guess what, this is the stock part. So, all of this stuff is stock. So, yeah, this car is really quick. Look how fast it goes. I mean, we're already going 100 miles an hour almost. Yeah, there we go. We're already 100. It's nice, but compared to my BMW, though, this thing locks its speed a little bit. I mean, I think a Shelby GT500 would easily smoke this thing. Easily, in real life. If not, the Ford GT itself would just smoke this car. Nope, that would be the Crew 2, and I wish that this game did have a DeLorean, because I would build it up super fast. Alright, now, for a later end, so you said you want to see the later BMWs, the late game BMWs. The later Beamers. Okay. Let's find out. Hold on a second. Okay, so here's a BMW M4. It's unmodified. This is stock. Yep. Not necessarily. It's just a 4 Series. Well, an M4. So it's the how do I explain? Oh, well, 400's the highest you can get, but then there's 400 plus, which is beyond 400. So it's the 400's the highest registered. Anything that passes it gets the 400 plus rank, which means it goes above 400, but it's unregistered. This car, okay, so this is, I mean, look how fast we're going. But look how well the vehicle handles its performance on turns and stuff like that. Like, this car just, it performs and handles very adequately. Drifting in sharp turns at high speeds without braking or whatever, like it still handles itself decently, but I mean, you know, but that's with the exception that it is also raining, and also I'm just trying to do these circular movements here, and also because I tried to sudden brake, it didn't fully brake there. But the old BMW, like, okay, so the 1988 M3, no, it's actually cheaper. It's actually a starting vehicle. It's actually the vehicle I recommend people to start with between the Mustang and the Nissan. Those, pick whatever vehicle you prefer. I just think the BMW is the smartest possible choice you can make. Because here's the thing. In the later game, the starter BMW that you get can turn into this. Now, yes, the vehicle paint job looks like dog shit. I know, I made it. It looks like dog shit. You can roast me in the comments below. But remember, my options were kind of sort of limited in creativity. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. And already we're at 100 miles per hour. Huh? How often do... Oh. 230 miles an hour? 234 to be exact, if I saw the numbers correctly. In real life, your cars would basically become crunkled. You'd probably be reset to the garage. Holy shit, yeah, no, this car's fast. And oh, this thing can turn. Believe me, this thing can turn. This thing can turn very fast and very sudden, like a Viper. If you're not ready for it, it'll bite your ass. So yeah, there's that. So that's an old Beamer. BMW. I love the BMW logo. Very expensive cars in real life. Here's the thing, though, guys. Who hears that BMW is unreliable? We always hear it, but who believes that? if you do believe it, it's actually, I'm going to say it's not real. BMWs are actually kind of reliable. It's just people that shouldn't be owning BMWs get money, and then they own a BMW, and they don't take good care of it. So what ends up happening is it depreciates very quickly in value, i.e. they don't replace the brake pads, you know, they don't replace specific things, and then say one day they try to brake, and guess what happens? It doesn't brake as well, and they accidentally hit something. They get the car gets repaired under insurance, but let's say they damage like an oil pan or something, so they bust something on the inside. They don't care about it. They keep driving it. Something goes wrong, don't change their oil in time or whatever. They don't take good care of it. They don't get the tires, you know, rotated on a regular basis, on a maintenance basis, you know, routine maintenance basis. Then yeah, their car is gonna end up performing very trash. It's as simple as that. It's a game of how well can you keep up with your car. But less about BMW, more about Ford. So see, I have a very fast car, and that car just so happens to be the Ford GT. Also, here's another BMW, by the way, actually. This is basically what I own in real life, except mine's not an M3, it's a 328i. So it's not this car. This exact car, but this is the way my car looks, mostly. With a couple of minor changes, but still. My car only has 2 exhaust pipes instead of 4. My car does not have that thing on the front fender. If you actually look at it, that like weird cutout thing, my car doesn't actually have that. Instead, my car has some weird thing for your turn signal. It blinks when you flip on your turn signal. But oh, yeah, no problem. This is what first person looks like. It's not the prettiest thing. Look at this. Look how fast we're going. Already 200 miles an hour. I crashed my car into the bridge and then I let it burn. I forget how the song goes. I don't care. I love it. I remember listening to that all the time while playing Need for Speed Most Wanted, the 2012 version, and driving this exact car. This car was hot back then. A few. Technically, Orange Box published. What? Not much. Just a couple Need for Speed games. Let's see. Where's my Ford GT? My Ford GT. No, it's just the Golf Edition one. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. This is the Ford GT that made Astro Rage. This car chaps asses, dude. Oh, I don't know. I know, but this Ford GT chaps asses. This thing is so fucking fast. Dude, on casual right now we're hitting 200 miles an hour. And you want to see what nitrous is like with this? Actually, I have the boot. I have the multi-nitrous. Never mind. Nitrous is lame. Better if I use one big ass can of nitrous instead. But yeah, that's the Ford GT. The one that chaps asses. I used that thing on Slayer a few times. Slayer, you remember what happened? I don't think he was there.
I'm here.
Oh, you remember what happened when I whipped out that Ford GT? And here's my other Ford GT. I outfitted it with the Golf livery because you have to have one in Golf livery. It depends on the car. And if you want to know which ones have the best options or which ones have the most options, usually it will say customization rating, and it would usually have an indication out of 1 to 10 on a 1 to 10 scale. If all 10 boxes are filled in, that means that each car has an option for every available slot able to be modified, and that there are more than 4 selected choices, if I'm not mistaken, some shit like that. The what? Oh, I don't know what that is. Huh? Oh, like a hot rod? I don't think we have any. The hot rods would be like Ford Model Ts and the old 1930s like Chevys. I don't think that we have those in the game. The only old cars we do have, I mean, if you want, here, tell you what, I'll do this. You could do those muscle rod, hot rod sort of things, but old school hot rods don't actually exist in this game. There's not a Ford Model T. Like how old? Like what era? 1930s, 1950s? It'd have to be 50s. I don't think so, man. You might try your luck in the 60s, 70s. Yeah, this is the C10 from 1965. This Volkswagen Beetle's from 1963. The Volvo's from is 1970. The Bel Air is a 55. So here's the thing. We'll take this car. We'll take the Chevy Bel Air, and I'll tell you what we're gonna do with it. We're gonna make this thing a hot rod, just for my homie Big Cal. Just for Big Cal homie. No, you can't, but what I will do is this. I will customize this car for you. I'm going to make this car into a hot rod. You can even copy this car if you want to, since you're watching the video. But yeah, I'm going to make a hot rod. I'm going to do what I can. How much money do I have available? $200,000? I think we have enough money to do something with this old thing. Yeah, well, if you're friends with me, it's pretty easy. I mean, you can ask Slayer. I make money. Alright, tell you what. No turbo. Max exhaust. Don't even give an isolated fuck. Boom. Max crankshaft. Don't even give a fuck. ECU module, even though I don't think this car would even have an ECU. Max cooling. Ultimate Plus. Pink. Alright, cool. Now to the visual modifications, boys. This is a very important part. So for the hood, we gotta decide what it is that we're gonna end up doing here. Not much with the hood, that's unfortunate. There we go. Front bumper. Okay, there's not much options here. What? Okay, I give up. This car this car no work. I'm sorry. There's no way to make it hot rod. Unfortunately for you, there is one car I know of that is hot rod material. It's a Camaro. Don't panic. Just trust me. It's the only car I know that can do this. To have this type of modification that we're looking for. To give off that hot rod vibe. What? Oh, fuck. It doesn't even have a blower. Alright, cool, whatever. That sucks. Well, there's just... And never mind. Just roll with it. It didn't have the modification I wanted. Put on the wide body kit. Yeah, that looks good. Oh no, we want to keep that classic style going there. A little bit of wide body going. Badass. Let's see what kind of aggressive exhaust pipes we can get. Or are you doing solo? I just started yesterday. I'm just doing solo right now, man. About to actually, in a minute, get off and play Modern Warfare 2 with my buddy here, Big Cal Homie. But I have 103 cars to choose from out here. So many different choices. Damn. That's tough. Alright, yeah, but let's see how this car turns out. And I think it'll be fine. It's still going to be pretty slow in comparison to the Ford GT. Then again, nothing beats Ford, except for Ferrari in some cases, but Ford beat Ferrari, so... Then there's always Pagani and the supercar brands. Well, whenever you're live again, would you help me? Would you want to chill and probably join you? Yeah, I don't mind. I play with viewers. Yeah, dude, this thing is pretty sweet. It cruises pretty quick. I'm just doing test videos, but right now I'm just modifying everything I got. Because again, I have 103 vehicles, so again, it's a lot to unpack. But oh, Big Cal Homie, that reminds me. You want to see something awesome? I have the most wanted M3. The most wanted M3. Remember that game I recommended you to play earlier, Need for Speed Most Wanted from 2005? This is the car in that game. I want to do one real race, not this bullshit laps bullshit, an actual race. Let's see. What car I want to use? Oh, I like the Porsche. Yeah, I have the McLaren P1 GTR. I mean, this thing was truly, yeah. Oh yeah, the LaFerrari. Ferrari. Oh, gotta get that Lamborghini Countach. You know me. The Mercury Cougar. It's awesome. What happened?
I almost shot a duck, but I missed.
Damn. We'll race with the Mercedes. Oh, I love Mercedes. Sweet. I wish I owned one. Bam. I'm doing alright. But yeah, I'm doing an actual race now. And I'm in a Mercedes. Yeah, I know. The stream's close to getting cut off. Well, I'll end my stream when the race is done. I'm at 90% finish, or 90% completion rate. So I'm almost done. 95%. Yeah, we're almost done here. Out here. Guess what? I'm at 98%, 99. Complete. All right. Huh? Okay. Yeah, give me a second. Let me end the stream and we'll hop on Modern Warfare 2. Okay.